Okay, so Beyond AI says, what do you think about the ruling in Santos versus Experian permits consumers to recover statutory damages for willful violations without proving actual harm? So, yeah, let me pull that up really quick here. So, my memory is Santos is the, I'm having trouble pulling that up. That should be case in 11th Circuit. Yeah. So let me share this screen here. And if you guys want sort of a full video on this, I'm happy to go through it. So, all right. Let me get this. So the issue in Santos, and it's kind of a lengthy opinion. I'll see if I can kind of jump to the bottom line here. Okay, so the issue was, as I recall from this case, it was a class action case, and the defendant, and I think the district court judge, the trial judge, agreed that if you're only seeking statutory damage, that's 100 to 1,000, but not actual damages, then that's no good. Okay, and the 11th Circuit disagreed. So if it's maybe kind of hard to read, so I'll read it out loud. The denial of motion for class certification was abuse of discretion because it's based on a wrong interpretation that section 1681N. So remember, section N is for the willful violation. Section O is for the negligent. You think they would have flipped that to make it easy? But we looked at that. So properly understood, a consumer alleging a willful violation does not need to prove actual damages to recover statutory. And so go back to your question here. So what do you think about it? I think it's great. Now, I'll say this. If you have a credit bureau willfully violating the law, it's almost impossible to not have actual damages, emotional distress damages. But in a class action, you really can't do actual damages because there'd be too much variation. So that's why in a class action, it's only statutory. But talking about an individual case, we would always have actual damages. But yeah, I think it's a great case. You know, I'm not going to get into all the sort of standing issue. If there's interest, we can do that next time. But a lot of defense lawyers do not understand the concept of standing. And so they go, well, if you're not pleading actual damages, and you can't be in federal court. First of all my cases are filed in state court. So when they say that, I go, great, let's go back to Alabama State Court. They go, we didn't think that was the law. It is the law. But the other part is you can have what the law calls a concrete injury, which is not really super clear on what that is, but you can have sort of actual damages, but not claim those actual damages and still have standing. So that may have been confusing, but anyway, I love this case. Great case.